What's up, y'all? Welcome to the BackRow Boys podcast. We're here again. You know, Today we're trying to kick off episode two. And we really like what you guys has been doing, keeping, you know, continuously interacting with our post. That's out there is really helpful for us to know. You know, the feedback that we're getting is very helpful. It helps us to know our audience a little bit, and as time goes by, we're trying to be more interactive with our audience. So, yeah, what do you have in mind, Terrence?
Man, it's July, bro. LIB take over.
LIV take
It's
over.
LIB take
Okay, it makes
over.
sense why you're wearing the the
Liberian
the
jersey, bro.
jersey, cause
Oh
okay,
yes, it's LIB
it makes
LIB
sense.
take
It makes
over.
Yeah, bro. You remember like when did it start? That like
It says
20?
start July first.
No, I mean like what year?
Oh, probably around 2016,
Was it like
2015.
2016 when people started with the
It got more popular.
NIB takeover, and it just got super crazy, bro. That was like the only thing you would see on Facebook, because back then we were like, nowadays we like barely come on Facebook, but back then that was like every like five posts you see
Right.
something about LIB takeover, about Cocodolo or or like Beans Tobagi.
I eat a jewel.
I heard you LIB takeover.
Yeah, it's LIB take over. But hey, on a serious note, I do appreciate everybody. On the first episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Although we posted the first episode on YouTube, but a lot of people still went on there to watch it. Even like the clips that we posted on Facebook, it actually got some views, and I saw a lot of people sharing, and people liking the page. That's always about. It's we do appreciate that. That was some of our goals. That's what we want to work towards.
Yeah, we're like Terrence said, we're really grateful for the feedback that we're getting from you guys. And one thing that we've been talking about behind the scene was how can we stay engaged with you guys. We just don't want it to be like something where we just post out of convenience,
That's true.
for us, but we want to continue what we're doing, and we want to keep this going, for the long run. So, yeah. And also, as we're kicking this off, we just want to be transparent with you guys. We don't really have like a topic in mind, you know, for these things, but we just like the first episode we discussed that this is like a friend to friend conversation. So like just asking questions and figuring out how the other person thinks, about things. But in the long run, we want to hear from you too. So as this video is going now, if you have a specific topic in mind that you would like for us to touch base on, I want to invite you to comment on this video.
Oh yeah.
That way we can get ready for that topic to discuss it, and hopefully we're gonna hit the point with that topic.
Oh yeah. Definitely. I was actually walking on the field on Sunday. I met a couple of people. And like, yo, when are you guys gonna bring us on the podcast? When you're gonna invite us to talk? Um, yeah. I mean, we're gonna get to that point. Definitely going to see what we can do.
Yeah.
To make people to come on.
Yeah, bro. Like there are a lot of people, like we said the last time, that we can learn so much from, and just having them here and having conversation with them can be really helpful and beneficial to not just us, but to the people out there watching too. Um, yeah. That said, I've been thinking about something this week, and
What do you got?
I just I don't know. I want to ask you and just see what's your take on it. How do you perceive, or how do you approach a question like this?
Okay. What do you got for me?
So
Shoot.
what I've been thinking about is, everything that we do with life in our community and everything, it's all about relationship and perception, you know. So I've been thinking, like, God forbid if today was my last day, what's maybe one thing that people are gonna be like, oh, this kid, I remember him like this, you know. It may not be the way you want to be remembered, but that's how people see you. You know, so it's crazy, but that's the reality. You know, so
That's
I want to hear your mind, what you're thinking first, and then I answer the question.
oh yeah, definitely. That's definitely a good question. I haven't really sat down and thought of that. Um, you know me for a long time. I'm more like the person. I don't consider myself like I'm so like a people type. I don't consider myself that, but other people do.
Yeah,
That's why I don't care, because I've met a lot of people who are like, oh man, you so nice. Oh, you helped me with this, you helped me with that. You you're a very nice person. I like the way you laugh and stuff, but I don't. I haven't read it. I don't really see that. I
yeah,
don't really see it. So if I was to basically like pass away, God forbid, if that would happen, I kind of feel like I've actually left a mark on a lot of people that I have met, because there's so many. There are a lot of people that probably can count or put their hands up and like, yo,
yeah,
this what Terrence had done, to impact us.
yeah,
I think there's actually a lot of things,
yeah.
but it can't really be counted.
So okay, then how would you like to be remembered? Like,
How would I like
if
to be remembered?
you were to come up with, an
Well,
idea, or be like,
personally, at this point in my life, I'm more like a
right,
family guy and career guy.
yeah,
Um, so if people want to remember me, they should know that I was there if I
you're
do,
big on family,
have like a family and stuff,
yeah,
like in the future. For that person, remember me that this man was actually there for his family. Like he put his family first. He put his career first. He put his friends first. He helped out. Those are some things I want to be remembered for.
yeah. No, I respect that, to be honest, because just in our friend group, Bobby, Sue, you and I, it's always you who mostly plan like most of the things, the gathering and stuff like that. You always like, bro, y'all wanna do a get together, y'all wanna hit the park, hit the lake, or maybe do a boys' night out. Top golf. Let's go out there. Oh man, let's go bowling and stuff like that. It's always you, trying to keep the group together. So for that, I respect you for that, bro. And that's
Definitely.
definitely something that if that were to happen today, that's definitely something that I would remind you. I would remember you by, because you're that person who always try to keep the group together and keep the ball rolling. But for me, I would say the way I think people remember me is for being funny. It's crazy because, like you said, I don't necessarily see myself as a funny person. You know, maybe it's just not. It's it's accidental. I'm not trying to be funny, but sometimes most of the things I say,
That
it's
happened
just
a lot.
like it comes out like that. So that's why that's how I think people sees me. As this person with a nice sense of humor who always try to make light of whatever issues it might be. But which is not necessarily a great. I mean, a bad characteristic.
Well,
But it's just
I could definitely add. I can add to that. If I was to remember you, basically, I'm going to remember you as the person that will always like put put other people like in front. Let's just say somebody needs something,
yeah,
and you have it, and you don't really want to use it right now. You're gonna give that thing to the person, for the person to get what they need done.
yeah,
You're gonna do that and then put y'all on the reserve. That's one thing I remember you for, because um, I remember we had a prom in
right,
Liberia.
right.
Man, my dad got mad at me. Liberia had prom goals. Like, um, I was I remember I was actually broke. You're Liberia. You ain't got no money. You ain't working nothing. So this man give me. I still remember that story. This man give me $100 in Liberia, hundred USD.
Yeah,
That's a lot of money back then. That's a lot of money. This man took $100 and gave it to me because we were going to the club, and I didn't have no money. He's just like, yo, bro, there you go. You can use it. I mean, there are so many things that I can talk about to say I remember you. But that's what make our friendship get to where it is today. Yeah.
And it's crazy because, yeah, I remember that. I remember being at, was it Golden Gate
It was
Hotel?
Golden
Yeah, it
Gate
was funny because
Club.
we were what in the 11th grade, but we were allowed to go in the club.
Oh yeah.
But it's funny. I think it's funny because of that.
Oh
But
yeah.
then again, our friendship, everyone has somewhat stepped up in that capacity, one way or
True.
the other. So it may have
Definitely.
been I needed something, and you guys did the same for me. And to be fair, there has been multiple times where you guys has stepped up for me. So yeah, but then again, it's always the moments that sticks with people. There are a lot of things that happens in a 24-hour span, but we don't remember the full 24 hours. We remember like the importance of you know the 24 hours. So maybe it was quality time with your kid, or you know your wife, or something happened at work, and you're like, man, this was so good. But those are the things that we remember, and I too remember that there has been a lot of times that you guys stepped up so greatly to impact me. So
You getting
much
emotional.
appreciated too.
Getting
I'm
emotional,
not.
man.
I'm not. I'm just
I can see that on your face
speaking,
already.
from the heart. So much appreciated.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, that's I frankly now going with this conversation. I wish our two other friends, Cyril and Bobby, were here too to keep this conversation going, because I think that would be like something great to hear what they're thinking about you. What like, oh, I remember what I was saying. I wish that uh, Cyril, Bobby, they were here while we were
Yeah.
discussing
Oh yes.
like the things that we talked about
Oh yes.
previously,
Oh
because
yeah.
I think it's a good conversation for a friends group to be having. And to be honest, there aren't a lot of people that you can point out that there. Well, a lot of people that we know, not most of them have friends that they still talk
We
to.
still talk to. Yeah,
That they've
that's
been
true.
knowing since like the fourth grade and
For,
stuff like that.
definitely. Yep.
It takes a lot to be able to, you know, you know, be friends for that long. Because to be honest, we joke around and stuff like that, and it just gets to the point where it's like we sort of don't take anything that the other person said too serious and stuff
Serious.
like that.
That's
Because
true. That's true.
it,
Because I mean, like some of our messages, if anybody see it,
yeah,
they're probably gonna think that we're mad at
it'll be
each
like,
other
yo,
or
what the heck?
something.
You
Yeah.
guys fighting?
Yeah.
What the heck? So
That's definitely how a lot
yeah,
of people gonna see it.
but
Yep.
it's good that we can do that with one another, and just get. And I'm happy that we can do that, and you know, not be like, oh, we're only friends in high school, and yeah, we're no longer friends no more.
Oh yeah.
So that's good.
Yep.
Yeah, and then one other thing that I was thinking about was priority. I've been thinking about like my personal thought. Been thinking about like what's most important to me right now, like in the season that I'm in. What's that one thing that I'm chasing after, you know? And again, it may not be like, you know, the most important thing. It may not be like the main thing in my life that I should be looking forward to,
Yep.
but it's just that the season that I'm in, that's like the only thing. That's like the main thing. It's not the only thing, but it's the main thing that I'm chasing after. So, um, for me, last time we talked about school. School has always been a big thing for us,
True.
and
Oh yes.
we had this plan
You.
in what's the sixth grade when we started doing basic electronic that we were all going to
This is like
IT, information
server.
technology, and do that. But then we got to high school, and I was like, peace. I'm a science student
Man
now.
said peace out to IT.
Chemistry,
They all left me
biology.
IT.
They
I don't
became
know
IT.
how you do chemistry and biology,
Bro,
but
it's to be fair, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie to anybody and say math, biology, chemistry. They're not hard. They're like hard, But once you start to understand them to a certain level, you like just fall in love with it, you know. Cause imagine like having to do 4 chemistry classes back to back to back to back to back for 4 semesters, bro. You know, you just have to like it, cause and sometimes it's like
dope.
what happens when I don't understand things, I just start to laugh because I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, but then
Nope.
as the semester goes, you know, I I get acquainted with those things, and then I start liking them. Like right now, I'm starting to like math, like calculus 1, calculus 2, and stuff like that. Statistics. Those are like the things
Bro,
that
you never like math. I don't
those are
know
the
how
things
you
that
feel
I'm
like
starting to
math,
like, bro. Which is weird because I was always like, yo, what the heck? I don't like this thing, When I was like, I always want to have a conversation about these things. But I'm saying this to say that currently, the season that I'm in, school is so big, and me wanting to become a pharmacist,
Yeah, I saw you
some
post
year,
on your Instagram
it's
story
like,
about
yeah,
Minnesota,
you
your
know,
University of Minnesota
yeah.
Pharmacy School
So that's been
starting.
the plan for a while, and the application process started
It
yesterday.
started yesterday.
So like for 2 hours, bro, I was in my room on my computer, trying to pull documents from everywhere and inserting
Put it
into
in there.
that application thing. But it's a long process. So and I like what they do, because I'm the plan is to start in 2024, right? But they give you like almost a year to
To
start
start.
putting your stuff together,
Wow.
and I'd be like, and it's not like you're starting in the fall and then you got to get everything together in July. It's not like that. It's
No.
the application process run to like uh, April.
Man, I wouldn't even know
April,
that.
bro.
I
Think
wouldn't
about
even
that.
know that because, so when I was deployed to East Africa, I got a buddy of mine. He was like an addition to our unit. Um, so his civilian job, he's a pharmacist.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this dude, he's Haitian. He's from Haiti. Pretty nice dude, like funny guy. First day he went into the unit, he saw me, cause being black, dude came out of me right away. He started talking to me, and then at first I thought I was gonna say Nigerian. That's what I thought about, and I was like, nah, it's not Nigerian. I kind of figured it was Haitian. But yeah, he's a pharmacist. I was whenever he talking to me like so, this dude although he's a pharmacist right now, th- behind this dude desk, this dude have like a lot of different books that he reads
Yeah.
every time. So I asked him
Yeah,
this right,
bro.
and I'm like, yo, bro, you being a pharmacist, do you ready how to keep up with keep up all the little things that you're a pharmacist? What you reading all this stuff? Like, cause I just did it because personally being being a IT cybersecurity person, I do keep up with trends.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Probably because maybe I don't really push myself like that. But
Yeah.
that's how I'm feeling. But I do try to get to that point where I know what's going on and to keep myself with current event. But this man I'm talking about, this dude reading like books.
Yeah,
Like wow.
it's the same though. It's just that he's pushing it to a higher level, because you know, IT you wanna stay up to date with the latest trend and everything,
It's true.
and things are always changing. Science, technology is always changing. So,
Yep.
you always got to keep one step ahead of the game and like keep up to date with whatever topic or new situation. Like
Oh, oh
right now,
yes.
like you know, COVID-19 is like something that's still big everywhere you go, people are still talking about it, right? Because it's just happening like what,
3 or 4 years
from
ago.
2019 to 20. It's still happening in 2023, but just at a lower limit. So obviously there are a lot of new medication, and practices surrounding that. So
Yeah,
you
that's
have
true.
to keep posted with those things.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro,
Yeah.
like getting into pharmacy school sort of has overshadowed everything right now in my life. It's like to the point where I'm like, yo, I can't wait so this can be over. I just want to see the kind of person I will be when I don't have to stress about classes, and stress about, oh, I got to get this grade point average because I want to get into this
Pharmacy
specific
school.
specific school. So I I, I really want to see how life is gonna look after this. So
After that,
now that I'm
true.
stressing about, and yeah, bro, like I don't want to be stressing about this now and then, you know, after I graduate or like when I get in the program. Obviously, I know that's gonna be stressful at the end of the program, and then I'm
Yep.
still stressing about pharmacy
The
school.
pharmacy.
I want it to be something that it's only gonna be for a season.
First season.
You know.
That's true. How long is the pharmacy school again?
So
Oh, it depends on the
yeah,
person.
well, it depends on like the school.
On the
Some
school,
school
okay.
they do it, but it's usually 4 years, right? They do the program in like 3 years.
Okay.
So mainly it's like super intense.
Okay.
It's like trying to how like you were telling me about the language school in the military, and
Yeah.
I watched a couple of videos about
Oh,
how
yeah.
they like it pushes you to learn like
Certain
a language real fast and like like going to college for like 3 4 years is
That's
like
true. Yeah.
intense. That's how I think of a pharmacy program that's like 3 years. But the main most schools do a 4 year program. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's actually a great thing to hear from you. Um, Personally, for me, I've been looking at getting my master's in cybersecurity. Um, I I did, yeah. If it wasn't because of the military getting deployed and being away every time, I'm a reservist, but it's for the past 3 years I've been like I'm more like active duty because
Yeah.
I barely be home. I'm always on the road.
I
So
know. I
so
know.
since graduation, I don't even have the time to even sit down to even say doing like I had classes. I would have to drop my classes, but yeah, I did look because I'm probably gonna take this semester
Yeah.
and the following semester, and then like probably like this semester or next semester try to apply for that master program in cybersecurity. Um, yeah, and then another thing too, like I was telling you in the car, I used to be the biggest person. I was afraid of height that much.
Yeah.
I mean, growing up in Liberia, you didn't really get an opportunity to get on planes every time.
Yep.
I mean, if you ever look, there's like an app. It's called Flight Aware, whatever it is.
Yeah.
If you look on there are a lot of planes that fly over Liberia. It's just like few planes that
That's crazy.
fly over Liberia over there.
Yeah.
I mean, even you go to the airport, you only got like one plane. If
Probably
that's
like Delta
if
or
you got Delta or
Brussels.
Brussels picking you up, that's the plane that's gonna be there. So growing up, obviously we didn't like get the opportunity to see planes every time. So
Yeah.
I used to be afraid of planes. So on my deployment, we did a lot of crazy stuff on that C1 military C-130 we have. Um, I'm trying to take advantage of that to see if I can try to get my private pilot license.
Yeah.
To fly like the one engine.
That's what's
But
up, though.
yeah,
Because next time
I
we're
started
going to
looking
Liberia,
at it, yeah.
you're flying us, bro.
Man, yeah. Hey, I ain't got a commercial one yet, though.
You're
But
flying
if
us.
if
Yeah.
you see me going to Crystal, that little plane
Yeah,
for
the Crystal
Crystal
Airport.
plane.
Yeah.
You see me flying that one day. I fly over your house.
That's what's
Man,
up,
just
bro.
know
That's what's up. So we're going to pull up in Liberia. Terry's going to be a pilot. I'll be the co-pilot. But I'm not going to know what I'm doing, so
man,
I'm just going to go with everything I know from video
this
games.
man trying to
Playing
kill- this man trying to kill us early.
GTA and Call of Duty.
And we can probably put Bobby though, cause that's the
Oh,
keeper
yeah,
right
definitely. Bobby,
there. Man,
he probably...
that's the
Yeah,
keeper.
you probably know everything. But for our viewers and listeners, we have, a question to. We want to pose this same question to you guys. What's something that's like super important to you in the season? What is that one thing that you're chasing currently in this season of life? And then also to, if you were to pass to the, God forbid, what is that one thing that people are going to remember you by? And if you can't think of that, maybe you should take some time to really think about it, and not just how people perceive you, but how do you want to be perceived? How do you want people to think of you? Because it's important, and most of the time we don't talk about those things. So
True.
it's good to take this time and start thinking about it. A mentor of mine asked me this question once, and it was like a simple question, but for some reason, bro, I did not have a concrete answer. Similar to this, he was like, "What are some of the qualities you bring?"
True.
And I'm like, "Whoa, I should know this," but
these are stuff that we should know.
we should already know about.
But if people put you on the spot like that, I mean, a lot of, let's just say probably like about 30 to 40% of our age group will know it. About 70% will be like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we aren't really thinking about this, because we don't. I think our generation, we're mostly, on the go, like go.
Yep.
We're just going. We just do things, but we don't really like take the time to like relax and understand. What are the qualities that I'm bringing? Why am I a good friend? Why do people want to hang out with me? Is it because they like me, or is it something else? Like, if I'm part of a group, what qualities do I bring to that group? Those are the things that we need to think about more. And most of the time we don't, bro.
That should be a whole conversation.
Yeah.
That can be a whole topic. We can probably sit and talk. Probably when we get to the point and start bringing people on the podcast, and then these are questions we ask.
No, I like it.
That's a whole conversation. Like, what quality do you bring when you enter the room? Like, what do you bring to the room? Like, how can people perceive you? Like, how can that's actually a good one.
This is good. It's good, but we don't talk about it. So, but thank you guys for sticking it out with us. This is episode 2. We're very grateful for
very much grateful.
the audience that we have out there. And we're hoping to build a larger audience base. So, but thank you for sticking it out with us. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends and family.
Hey.
This is the BackRow Boys podcast.
BackRow Boys podcast.
I said it right this time.
You didn't mess it up. Last time you said something.
Yeah.
Well. This
is good. This is good, bro.
Hey.
Peace out. Watch out for next episode.
All
right.
Soon.